right, Rockstar. Let's do trash. Hit the big button.
Is it because of... This is my mom. Hold on. I'm trying to work right now. You over there calling my phone. This is D'Angelo. You can say hi. And don't be holding up traffic because you got cars behind you.
LT's Trash is presented by MortgageRight. Mortgages done the right way.
Hey, everybody knows money does not grow on trees, but that doesn't mean it isn't growing beneath the floorboards of your house. With a cash-out refinance, you can use your home for whatever requires funding in your future. All you need is the home equity to back it up. MortgageRight's team of experts standing by to offer you a free home health checkup. Head on over to MortgageRight.com/TNR NMLS 2239. It finally sank.
The Titanic?
Nope.
Oh.
Officials say the cargo ship carrying thousands of luxury cars sank to the ocean floor after 13 days afloat.
Oh, the one that was abandoned and it was finders keepers?
Yep.
Did anybody try to
Just
get out
if the Titanic could have made it 13 days.
Hey, you know what happened, by the way? It was on the move.
It was.
It was. But listen, if you, and again, to reset the story.
So there was a fire on the ship. The crew abandoned the ship. The fire was extinguished, I think.
Yeah, so 650-foot long, 60,000-ton cargo ship. It had Porsches, Bentleys, and Audis. It sank Tuesday in the mid-Atlantic with vehicles on board. Now, good news for Porsche customers in the U.S. They are expected to be contacted by their dealers, receive replacements in the near future. Don't have any idea about the Bentleys and the Audis. The cargo ship first caught fire February 16th. Authorities haven't confirmed the cause, but lithium batteries used in electric vehicles could be to blame.
Oh, wow.
Ship was carrying 2,200 tons of fuel, 2,200 tons of oil, causing officials to fear it would cause ocean pollution. Now, Portuguese Navy said in a statement that only a few pieces of wreckage and a small patch of oil were visible when the ship went down. Tugboats broke up the patch with hoses.
So basically, by maritime law, which I did not know this, if a ship is completely abandoned, the contents of said ship become basically finders keepers.
Yeah,
Yep.
we should have, or if we'd had the right kind of boat and equipment, instead of trying to save all of them, we should have just each gone out there and gotten us one car off of the thing.
I'm sure that
You know
would have
what
been
I'm
that
saying?
easy. Yep.
Yeah.
What if you
Pick
just
a
would've-
Porsche or a Bentley or an
Would you like
Audi?
this one, sir?
Yeah.
What if you would have sent every neck from Lake Martin on their pontoon boat?
Yeah.
Just to attach to it and just drag it in.
Well, I mean, eventually that's going
Like a
to sink. But
tugboat.
instead of trying to save the boat and all the merchandise, just get a crane and just pull off one.
Yeah.
So noise complaints are up in New York City. Do you guys want to guess why?
Because people are back outside after the pandemic and parties are going on.
No, Dunaway, this is one thing that you're not going to be able to do outside on the go. They say a wave of, quote, sex mayhem
Oh,
has
mayhem.
apparently been sweeping New York City, prompting residents to lodge a number of increasing noise complaints to a government helpline.
Well, that's why I get out of my recliner. That's never happening in my recliner.
Now, New York is no stranger to noise complaints. New Yorkers file as many as 75,000 a month. But new
month?
311 call data obtained by Patch has revealed that many recent complaints arise from those disturbed by neighbors' late-night ventures.
I mean, Brown, you have 7 million people, 10 million people
Well, that's a
living
lot.
on.
75,000 a month seems excessive.
But
though.
you have 7 million people living on top of each
on
other.
a little island.
Yeah, on top of each other.
Yeah.
I
No,
mean,
you're right. That's a lot of people, but-
almost everybody
How-
has somebody below them and
Okay.
above them.
How about
and not
40
just having sex?
Just in a 10-day window here, from February 9th to the 19th, 277 complaints about noisy sex. Queens produced the most with 103.
Yeah.
Manhattan had 66, while Brooklyn produced 55. The Bronx had 48.
But I am 45 years old. I have never even considered calling the police about noise. Have you guys ever even come close?
One time I was staying at, and this is years ago, it was with the ex. We were staying at the W in the Quarter in New Orleans, and the people next to us were banging so hard and so much, and it was all hours for the first day.
Yeah.
Like, we'd go shopping, go for a couple of drinks, come in, banging nonstop. We would go to dinner, come back, banging nonstop. Middle of the night, I finally had to get another room. I had to move out of the hotel.
My wife.
Oh, I thought it would be like throwing up. It would make you want to start as well.
Oh my gosh.
Jeez. My wife had
Good comparison,
to.
though.
I'll tell you where we were staying.
Let's copy and paste that bad boy.
You try to outdo them, right?
Go ahead, Brown. No. It's time for me to shut it down. Check it out.
My wife, I know where we were staying. We were at a Braves Nationals game. We were staying at the Omni, and the room next to us had some party going. And my wife just got up and went next door and said, "You got to shut it up."
Oh, that's so dangerous, Jen Brown.
How's that dangerous?
You don't know who's next door.
Well, it's people having a party.
Yeah, could have been.
Well, she went and knocked on the door and told them, "Shut it up. We're trying to sleep in here," and they did, to their credit.
Yeah,
Could have been Russian nationals.
I had to do that. I stayed at a really nice place in when we went for SEC championship, and the people were having like a shower at 7 a.m.
A baby
and had
shower?
I thought I told you guys that. I thought I might have talked about it on the air.
Yeah, you did. You did. I remember now.
You told me on the air.
Yeah, and I called and called and called, and I finally, once I started really beating on that adjoining door, they dispersed.
Dispersed.
Yeah. So yeah.
Get out of here.
I don't know, but people are having a lot of sex in New York.
Again.
According to a recent survey of 2,000 smartphone users, 6 out of 10 people say they find they couldn't quote cope with being separated from their phones for one day. Now, the survey was commissioned by HMD Global, home of Nokia phones. Conducted by one poll, found that 55% of people that responded to the poll agreed that their smartphone losing power is a quote nightmare scenario.
Oh, it happened to me for the first time in forever in the middle of the hockey game.
Oh, in Nashville?
Yeah, because I didn't drive up, so I didn't have my phone on charge to give that little extra charge while you're driving down the road. And it ran out in the middle of the game, and it really bothered me. There were a lot of things I wanted to tweet out
I know.
during the game.
A lot of Instagram
Yeah.
you missed, right? Yep.
Mom of 2 says people threaten to call social services because of her massive eyebrows.
Oh, Rockstar's got
Sammy
photos.
Jo Halford, 27 years old,
I
has
like the name
painted on
Sammy Jo.
huge brows with liquid liner for almost a year. She has since been trolled online and laughed at in the street, but insists
Oh,
that her
my.
quote,
Shut up. That's
bigger
not
the
real.
brow, bigger the boy.
That's not true.
I-
Something tells me she's wanting attention. I can't tell.
I believe she's miscalculated her saying there. Bigger
What
the
does
brow,
she
bigger the
outline
brow.
the lips with, too?
Wow, that is a weird look.
She could actually be somewhat attractive
That's
if
what
you
I'm
did
saying,
a lot,
yeah.
lot of work with
Yeah.
her.
What do you mean somewhat? She's really attractive.
She looks like the ultimate warrior.
We got to take all that shit off her face, though. My gosh.
Very prominent eyebrows.
Those are prominent, Rockstar.
That's a
one
lot
way
of
of putting it.
Sharpie.
It's like Jackson Dart. He paints his face up.
What's she got working with that tattoo?
That
Is it like a mermaid meets a snake?
like a flame.
It does look like a body of some sort.
It looks like she's in the medical industry. I
Well,
think.
she goes on to say, quote, people have said I shouldn't be a mom because they are going to ring social services because of my eyebrows. It gets really extreme on the internet. They can call social services because I've got nothing to hide. My eyebrows don't determine whether I'm a good mother or not.
I mean, that's technically true, I think.
It's true. It looks like it's been redacted. Like she's going to a court case, and they don't want people to see what's
See
under
her
her
eyebrows.
eyebrows.
No, it almost
What
is
her
like
expression is.
it's almost like a paint roller on her face,
Yeah,
right?
they used the wrong brush.
Yeah, those are large.
Yep. I don't understand why they're having to outline her lips because it's like, here's my lips.
But
Well, then she
can-
paints.
She paints them
Then it
normal.
paints them the color of her skin.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's weird.
She can shag fly balls in the middle of a doubleheader, though.
I
Can't
bet
she?
her,
It's
her,
upside down.
her pillowcase
Still
looks
work.
rough.
Oh, you think? Paint all over it?
Okay, here are some facts about birthdays.
All right.
People born in October are more likely to live up to 100 years old.
Huh.
Oh, wow.
Whereas people born between March and July are least likely to reach 100.
Tequila. The birthday parties in tequila, March through July, summer and springtime.
Okay, the ancient Greeks invented the birthday cake. On their birthdays, they would bake moon cakes.
Well, thanks to the Greeks.
They would put candles on
Yep.
the cake so they would shine like the moon.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yep. Thanks to the Greeks. I like birthday cake.
I do too. That's why you shouldn't throw the birthday cake or the wedding cake on somebody because everyone wants to eat the cake.
Here's another birthday fact. In Japan, your 3rd, 5th, and 7th birthdays are the most important. It is part of celebrating a child's survival into middle childhood.
I'm almost in the middle childhood.
They got a lot of designations,
3,
don't
5,
they?
and 7 are big.
Yeah.
Had no idea. September 9th is the most popular birth date in the U.S.
Wow. We have a lot of birthdays today.
So
in
if
the-
anybody randomly wants you
You
to
know
guess
why?
their birthday,
Count
go September
backwards.
9th.
Count backwards.
Yeah.
9
You
months.
know why?
New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve, Christmas banging
Yep. That's what it is.
Yeah.
in New York City.
Not next door to these two
Yeah.
guys, though.
Oh,
And how about this? You are more likely to die on your birthday. Study of over 3 million people found that men were more likely to die a week before their birthday and women were more likely to die the week after their birthday. Finally,
Holiday stress for me.
Jim doesn't want to die.
I don't.
I'm going to end trash with crazy conspiracy theories people believe.
Okay.
The
I
first
heard one the other day. Let's see if it's on here.
Michael Jackson was killed by the Iranian government so it would distract the world from all the protests going on in Iran in 2009.
I don't believe that.
Don't
Well,
buy
you
that one.
forgot about it, didn't you?
Yeah, that's true.
How about this one? Mark David Chapman actually didn't kill John Lennon. Stephen King did. Chapman was just the actor who looked like King, and he was the scapegoat.
Because Stephen King had a reason to kill him, right?
Yeah. Well, so did Mark David Chapman.
Well,
but-
he was crazy.
Yeah.
I think Stephen King looks more like Janet Reno than he looks like
Oh, I think
Mark
I
David
agree, yeah.
Chapman.
Chapman looks like Janet Reno.
How about this crazy conspiracy theory? Dinosaurs helped build the pyramids, according to the professor of Egypt, Nabir al-Samud. Dinosaurs were tamed and trained to carry equipment much like elephants have done in the past.
Yeah. Oh, maybe.
They couldn't lift anything in those little arms.
They couldn't get it
Yeah.
sitting on top.
It's like Kenny Pickett.
Yeah.
And finally, final crazy conspiracy theory before you get to yours, Brown. Britney Spears was a paid operative by George W. Bush. He broke up with Kevin Federline before midterm elections. She was paid to distract the American people. Yeah.
I was so when they broke up with
I
Kevin
know.
Federline, I didn't go out to vote.
Couldn't even think of who I was voting for
Yeah, I
at that
couldn't
point.
even do it.
She wasn't undercover yesterday.
No, the theory that's going around that Justin Trudeau, the Prime Minister of, I don't know if Rockstar's seen this, Prime Minister of Canada, who was in the news a little bit before Putin decided to take over,
He's big with truckers, isn't he?
that Justin Trudeau is the love child of Fidel Castro.
I hadn't heard that.
That apparently Fidel.
Can you get them side by side?
Apparently, I think if you Google it, you'll find it side by side. Justin Trudeau's parents, as the conspiracy theories go, were swingers, and the mom
With the
ended up
Castros?
having a relationship with Fidel Castro, and that's how he was born. That's
Wow.
a conspiracy theory.
You know, that's kind of
I swear.
not a halfway point, but close. Maybe they were in New Orleans next to me.
So
All right, Rockstar's got a side by side.
Prime Minister Trudeau.
Hey, look at that.
Prime Minister Trudeau and his wife went to
Oh,
Havana, and he came back with all I came back with is this T-shirt and, and a box of cigars.
Oh, hey man!
Hey, look at them. They look a lot alike.
Yeah,
You
yeah, I
see the
that.
resemblance?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, just
A little 23 and me. We need to get it rocking.
That's right.
I'd love to see that. I'd love to see it. That's Trash Today, brought to you by.
Hey, in today's world, responsibilities do not stop. For some, it's house cleaning or finding a way to stay awake during your next Zoom meeting. For others, it's figuring out how to make the home buying experience the best it can possibly be. Our friends at MortgageRight may not have the cure to boredom, but they do know how to get you into the home of your dreams with ease. Make home ownership easy. Visit mortgageright.com/TNR NMLS 2239 Equal Housing Lender.